See, you focusing on the external war, which must take place. Brother College taught us that the revolution must take place on a physical plane, but it also must take place on a spiritual plane. And we have to combine the two components. No warrior just use one gun. You understand what I'm saying? So the enemy doesn't use one tactic. The enemy doesn't just use guns to kill our people. The enemy uses all kinds of strategies and tactics to destroy the vitality and sustenance of our people. So we have to look at revolution with a broader lens and not reduce it to overt oppression. Of course there's overt oppression, but the war is covert. The war is happening under our noses, on your dinner plate. Dr. Laila Africa teaches us, the great scientist and genius of our time, teaches us that until you are ready to wage a war on your plate, at the dinner table, you are in no capacity to wage a war against this beast. That's where the first war has to take place. And you see the result of our external war, but then you see the collateral damage of the dietary war. We got great leaders and soldiers for our people who are dying early, who could be good soldiers in this fight, but are dying early because they got prostate cancer, because they got heart disease, they have diabetes. Brother Richard King, dealing with health problems. You understand? Great scientists and scholars who have made contributions in this struggle are dying before their time. Amos Wilson. See, we got to look at this thing from a different angle with a wider lens. The war is not just, guns. The war is happening with that damn fork and knife in your hand. How can you be a man or woman that is sane and everything you eat comes out of a box? You're eating out of a damn cardboard box. And you talking to me about revolution? How you going to have one? You too damn constipated to even have a revolution. You ain't going to make it 5 steps. You're going to shoot the beast, but then you ain't going to even be able to get away because you farting and throwing up on yourself, man. We got to deal with health, because it is the health and vitality of our people, the youth and the elders, the connection that is there that will pull us out of this. The elders are dying. They cannot teach us the wisdom that they have garnered from living here. So when they die and they go on to the realm of the ancestors, the youth don't have any teachers anymore. So now it's the youth teaching the youth. And you're wondering why everything's all backwards and messed up. Then you're wondering why the minds of our young girls and our young boys are so messed up. It is not that they want to be messed up. We love our youth. We love the brothers that's in the gangs and the Crips and the Bloods. We love them because they have the warrior spirit. But what we have to do is take that warrior spirit and cultivate it so that they will understand that a war has been waged against them before they had even got here. And if they understand that, then we can take it to the next level. And we can unite the youth with the elders and pull ourselves to the next level. That's what we got to do. And if we're not doing that, man, you can just forget about it. There's no other way around it. When you're eating everything out of a box, how can you be sane? How can you be in touch with the ancestors in nature when half of your food come out of a box? Just explain that to me. Your diet and nutrition is based on a Eurocentric diet of nutrition. So you're not being treated. So then when you go to the hospital because you have a condition, you are not even getting the treatment that is based on your DNA and genetics. You are an indigenous people. You are the original people of this planet, born out of the earth. So that what is in the earth is also in you. So when you diminishing your chances of success. And that's why I'm telling you that we have to pull away from that and focus our attention on the food. Because the enemy knows that if they can control the food, then they can control the mind. See, you don't understand, when you don't have proper nutrition, it affects your mind. It affects how you think. It affects your thoughts. So now I'm controlling your thoughts, because if you're eating out of a box, surely you're going to start thinking inside of a box. So you can't think your way out of the oppression because you're thinking in a box. See, you don't understand that the culture is related to the oppression. When you are not able to practice your culture at any given time and in any given situation, as Dr. Laila Africa teaches us, if you're not able to practice your culture at any given time in any given situation, you are not a free person. You are an oppressed person. And you can go to church every day and go to the mosque, and you can go to the synagogue every day, and you can do your rituals, and you can go and play PlayStation and watch reality shows and do all the stuff that you do, but doesn't mean you're free. You can have money in your bank account, a mortgage, but it don't mean that you're free, because you're not even free to eat food because you're under oppression. See, the food that you get from the grocery store is genetically modified food. That's not food. That is a copywritten product that is made in a laboratory. The tomatoes that you eat are spliced with goat genes and fish genes and moth genes. So they're not even in the dichotomy of nature. So if I can control the tomatoes you eat, the corn that you eat, the food that you eat, I control you. If I can control you, I control your thoughts. If I can control your thoughts, and I prevent your rise and elevation as a people. And it is very simple to do. See, we study in the lab, when you restrict the nutrition of rats, or mice as you call them, when you restrict the nutrition of mice in the lab, we can get mice to be suicidal. We can get mice to kill each other, families. Turn on each other and kill their whole families because of lack of nutrition. So we can get mice to do anything we want them to do, and especially when we pump into the equation the intoxicating, debilitating substance of fear. When we put fear into the equation and strip the mice of nutrition, they go completely insane. So now you're beginning to understand why it is you got these drive-bys and black on black crime, and we got blacks killing blacks. Well, this is easy when you understand the science of it. You see? And when you got 95% of the American population eating food out of a box, we got a serious problem, because there's no connection with nature. But the man that you learn to eat from don't have no connection with nature. So you wonder why you got problems. Well, that's why we got the problems. And so we can wage a revolution. We can spark a revolution in our people, but we got to spark a revolution on the dinner table. Because too many of our leaders and strong spokespersons are dying too soon. See, you don't understand the connection between the elders and the youth. The elders teach the youth. The elders teach the youth. The elders give us the wisdom so that we can navigate through life with the rich lessons of life, but in a system of oppression. In this situation, when the people are under oppression, I don't give a damn if you got a black president. The money ain't black. The man on the money is still a white man. So that should tell you clearly that no one's in control in terms of our people here. The people that are in control are the neocons and the conservatives. They're controlling the political, geopolitical structure of our country. But what you got to understand is that when you prevent the elders from teaching the youth, when you prevent the elders from teaching the youth, you have forfeited experience. The benefit and strategic military advantage of experience will give us an advantage over our oppressor. But if we are not allowed to gain that experience because grandpa got prostate cancer, because grandma's got heart disease and diabetes and she's dying at 50 and 60, then by the time the youth get into their 30s, they have to start over from scratch to learn the lessons that are necessary to elevate them in consciousness to a level where they can deal with their oppressors.